SMEs are the backbone of the Philippine economy. Unionbank has laid down the groundwork for creating an ecosystem helping businesses through an integrated user experience connecting key stakeholders in the ecosystem. SMEs can now have immediate access to financial service providers, points of sale or POS, accounting, inventory, human resources, tax and payroll services, supply chain management, and providing business communities and engagement in B2B and B2C marketplaces. In building that ecosystem, Unionbank Globallinker was born. It's an online platform with social networking capabilities that help SMEs manage and grow their businesses. On their first year of launch, they already have 33,000 SMEs signed up in the platform. Their promise: to become a one-stop hub for business owners. 4 pillars. Network with potential partners and suppliers from a global network of SMEs. Engage with thought leaders and create your own topics for discussion. Avail exclusive deals and offers from business solutions that will help aid an SME's business. Create a DIY e-commerce shop, linker.store.
I think one major role that Globallinker plays is its ability to create a digital platform that for business growth. It's a huge help because it provides for an avenue where businesses can interact, learn, and at the same time expand their networks.
Well, as a social media platform, Globallinker helps build the community of SMEs and link them to the right markets, suppliers, financiers, and advisors.
I've actually established a contact in Philippines who is interested in my product, and we are working on ways how we can do that. So hopefully, it materializes.
The future of the SME sector in the Philippines is endless. With fintech, business growth can accelerate by breaking down barriers, setting up important connections, and moving daily activities. Success is definite. It's just waiting to happen. The growth of SME filters to all levels of the Philippine society. This sector employs more than 60% of Filipinos. So many lives will be transformed with the success of SMEs. Unionbank Globallinker will be there to make it happen.
Ayun. First off, welcome to our corporate partners from Unionbank Globallinker and Resellee. And syempre, we are at episode 6 of the Bounce Back 2021 Practical Coaching Series. My name is Ken-Ken Somera, and I am a conversational hypnotherapist, an LP practitioner, and I get to focus on sales, negotiation, and persuasion. So, syempre, let's start na. I want to give a short background on what I do. Okay, you're seeing the slides ba? Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay. So, syempre, ito yung ginagawa ko. I've been part of certain communities and I get to work and train people. Pero syempre, as a very nice yung episode kanina with Jason Principe, who's a very good hypnotherapist also. He's a very good friend. And I just want to share, of course, what I specifically do then. So like him, I get to work with people who are going through like anxiety, depression. Pero ang naging focus ko and passion ko is coaching people that have problems with, of course, self-doubt, diba? Presenting themselves to people, communicating their message, diba? Public speaking. Pero ang naging fascination ko talaga was, of course, sales, persuasion, negotiation, yung mga parts na yan. And I got to apply yung understanding ng neuro-linguistic programming and the conversational hypnosis sa mga pag-communicate natin, sa mga deals na kino-close natin. So ito, kita niyo naman, I get to work with these companies then closely. And start na tayo, 'di ba? Para at least tuloy-tuloy yung learning natin for tonight. So, here's the thing. When I got to start with my journey looking for hypnosis, understanding it, and neuro-linguistic programming, palagi nga naaakibat dito yung terminology na, ay, hypnosis, wag mo ako tingnan sa mata. Di ba? Hindi yan nangyayari. I want to explain, of course, going deeper, how it works ba? Di ba? Kasi, yun nga, nakita natin sa movies, pwede pa mangyari yan? Kausap mo ako, biglang tulog, di ba? So, i-clear up natin yun. I-break down natin how this works. Okay. So, people in the Philippines, when they hear hypnosis, it's automatically connected with the term budol-budol. Okay? So, tingnan natin. Ano ba yung formula? How this works? Why are we talking about it? Because, here's the thing. Isa sa mga importanteng part nito is when you are aware of it, you could actually defend yourself from it. Right? So, ito yung pinaka-importanteng part ng hypnosis. Do I have your attention? Right? Kasi here's the thing. Unang factor yan ng hypnosis, attention. Because if I don't have your attention, di ba? Mahirap pumasok yung mga suggestions. Right? So how can you defend yourself from like people like cutting you off in the street, di ba? Di ba? Pahingi po ng tulong kasi nawala po yung wallet ko or pahawak naman po nito kasi hindi ko na po alam yung gagawin ko. May mga ganun eh. Pinansin mo kasi. Nagbigay ka ng attention kaya tumuloy-tuloy yung pambubudol nila. So defense, walang attention, di mo pinansin, dumiretso ka lang, walang nangyari. Right? Okay. So, first concept natin dyan, attention. Number 2. Bilis, no? Okay. Bypass the conscious mind. One of my favorite stories about this is like, I've gotten to watch a video before. This was about, parang tindera siya ng isang kilalang fast food chain. And then, ang nangyari is parang nalito siya. Na anuhan siya ng pera sa panunukli niya. Parang nagbigay pa yata siya ng pera imbes na sukli lang ibibigay niya. 'Di ba? Kasi ang bilis nung ang bilis magsalita nung con artist eh. So, here's the thing. Okay? Ang nangyari kasi ganito. Mataas yung chance, okay, na pumasok yung suggestions pag pagod ka na. So, for example, pumasok ka ng anong oras? Mga 8 a.m., tapos ng shift mo, mga 5 p.m., ilang oras ka na nagtrabaho nun? Ang haba na nun, right? So, medyo pagod ka na. So, pag may dumating na tao na mga 4:45, what happens next, di ba? Your mind gets to like focus on a repetitive like cycle. You're just repeating yung magbayad sa'yo, tapos, di ba? Tuloy-tuloy, paulit-ulit, di ba? So, na-train na yung utak mo. So, ngayon, what happens kung meron biglang hindi mo ini-expect, wala sa normal programming mo, biglang meron nag-away dun sa harap, di ba? That catches your attention fully. So, number 1, nahuli yung attention mo. Number 2, binibigyan ka ng sobrang daming information to process to the point na na-overload yung utak mo. Right? So, nang na-overload ka na, ano na yung susunod na mangyayari? Boom. Suggestion. Okay? Huli attention mo, nababypass yung conscious mind mo, yung processing mo, tapos biglang may nagsasuggest sa'yo na kung ano yung dapat mong gawin. That's the formula. ABS, absorb attention, bypass the conscious mind, suggest. Same with love. Same with the TV. Catches your attention, di ba? Sunod-sunod yung nangyari, na-entertain ka, tapos may mga suggestions siya nangyari. That's why there's commercials. Right? Hypnosis is everywhere. So, I've been fascinated about it for like quite some time, di ba? Ang tagal. I've started like studying this mga 2009, 2010. Ayan, and then I've gotten connected with really good people in the field who share the same passion as me. Nag-aral kami continuously up to now. We're still studying it. Why? Because it's everything is evolving from communication to the words that we use to the language. Ang dami, technology, di ba? So as we live, 'di ba, tuloy-tuloy yung change na nangyayari, and when you stop, that's the learning stops eh. Kaya up till now, very passionate pa rin ako at learning this stuff. So, yun yung background ko. I came from a BDO background, and then napunta ako sa sales. So, working with a sales company, I had to sell something. And nakita ko na parang I've done one-on-one, I've done like group, yung mga public talks, di ba? Para mabilis yung closing mo. Pero what I wanted was a faster way to actually close deals and build better relationships. Doon ko nahanap yung I aral akong persuasion, tapos nakita ko, teka lang, ano yung next step? Ano yung next step? Tapos nakita ko, hypnosis. So, I was really fascinated about it. Aral ako hypnosis, and then I came upon neuro-linguistic programming. Pero here's the thing. Okay. So, nung nag-aral ako ng NLP, nakita ko na ang laking factor yung like asking questions, yung languaging part, di ba? Pero, nung umattend ako ng workshop, ng seminar ng NLP, it wasn't about that. It wasn't. It was more focused on working with problems, right? Anxiety, mga negative self-talk. Sabi ko, teka lang, hindi ito yung nakita ko nung inaaral ko to sa internet, sa mga libro. Bakit ganun? More on centered siya sa pagtulong sa tao. Right? Pero as I got to understand the concepts, the techniques, diba, involved with it, lalo na ng hypnosis saka NLP, ang daming pwedeng applyan nito. So, through the years, I've been like breaking down mga marketing approaches ng mga ginagawa ng mga international firms, ng mga social media marketers, advertisements, and wow, mas nakikita mo ngayon yung embedded suggestions, yung mga words na ginagamit nila. Bakit ganon? Bakit pwede namang isang mahabang commercial na lang? Bakit nila pinaulit ng 3 beses? Bakit 3 seconds lang yon? Diba? Because one of the things that helps us with learning something, lalo na sa mga, di ba, mga tunes, is repetition. Once you get to repeat things, it's easier for you to digest it. Sabi ko, wow, kaya pala, no? Effective pala yun. Di ba? So, nag-improve yung communication style ko by understanding these concepts. So ngayon, in terms of just me giving a suggestion or me giving an answer dun sa mga clients ko when I do like consultancy or training, minsan, mas effective pa na hindi ako magbigay ng sagot. Why? Because the fastest way to actually convince someone or persuade someone is to make them convince or persuade themselves. Parang sila yung nag-isip ng idea. Pag sila nag-isip ng idea, walang rejection. Tama. Okay. So, yun yung nakita ko. So, when I get to do coaching, it's not more on me giving answers. It's helping the client or the company actually find the solutions to their problems themselves. Helping them to create better choice by giving them the best options available. So, kunwari, may problema. Most of the time, we are emotionally connected with the problem to the point na we get all the thoughts na apektuhan tayo, hindi tayo makagalaw. Right? So, ang importance ng outside figure is wala sila dun sa problema. So ngayon, mas madali, ito nasa problema ka, hindi mo alam yung gagawin. Hindi ko na alam yung gagawin ko eh. Okay. Ask a question. Pwede ako magbato ng tanong. Ano yung mga tingin mong dapat mong isipin para malaman mo yung dapat mong gawin? Changes the perspective. Okay, may mga bagay na daw siyang nagawa. Ang dami ko nang ginawa, Ken, eh. Ito na yung mga ginawa ko, eh. Okay, pwede natin itanong. If you were to think or imagine about things that you haven't done to help you with your problem, ano yun? So ngayon, with one question, specific question, you get to guide their processing to actually focus on solutions. Focused on finding the answers or finding better choice. Tama? Ken, ang hirap kasi eh. So ano yung mga tingin mong dapat mong gawin para hindi siya humirap? Meron bang mga tao na pwedeng tumulong sa'yo para hindi siya maging mahirap? I'm not giving them answers. I'm just giving them questions so that they could find better solutions. So yun yun. If I were to define, okay, usually, syempre kailangan natin i-define, ano ba yung NLP na yan? Ano ba yung hypnosis na yan? Di ba? So, sa akin, to put things simple, NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, is basically the process of excellence. Basically it. Ang daming concept yan kung paano yan. Pero to put it simply, it's focusing on what works. So you get to see like a good public speaker, for example, you attended a talk. Gusto mo maging public speaker, gusto mo maging motivational speaker, you attended a talk ng isang motivational speaker. You can be like that person. How? By breaking down how they process or what their mind systems are. Ano ba yung suot niya? How do they speak? Ano yung body language na ginagawa niya? Anong pagkagising niya, ano na iniisip niya? You could get to break down. Okay. Okay. Kung paano pala siya magsalita, ginagamit pala niya yung gestures niya, yung body language niya, kung paano siya magsalita, kaya pala siya effective para sa akin. Okay. So kung gawin mo kaya yun, kasi tingnan mo yun what would be effective dun sa ibang tao, pag ginawa mo yun, malaki yung chance maging effective din yun para sa'yo. Working with people who have like anxiety or depression, di ba? Padami yung mga friends natin na going through that process eh. Now, ang pwede natin matulong, di ba, is getting to understand these concepts because ang naging focus lang ng NLP, simple lang, what works. So, ang ginawa ng mga nakikita ko for the past years, mga friends natin sa NLP field, they get to model, they get to watch this therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, other therapists, diba, on how they work with it. Pero isa pa sa mga importanteng part is maliban dun sa pagtingin dun sa mga practitioners na yon, tingnan nyo rin yung mga naging pasyente. Kasi kung titingnan natin yung mga naging pasyente, tingnan natin yung mga tao na fully functioning at naging okay sila sa buhay nila, tingnan niyo kung ano yung ginawa nila. And if you get to ask these people, they could give you answers eh. Ano ba ginawa mo para maging okay ka na ulit? Kasi ito, binago ko yung pagkain ko. Binago ko yung tulog ko. Sabi sa akin, mag-exercise ako. So, nag-exercise ako. Inayos ko yung environment ko. So, I joined groups. Diba? I joined groups to be active and then ganyan. Yung ginawa nila. So, malaki yung chance. Kung yun yung gumana sa kanila, malaki din yung chance na pag ginawa mo yun, pwede rin maging okay yun for you. Right? Again, if you are going through something, you could act, it's your choice if you want it to continue or you want actually to do something about it. Again, iba-iba ang sitwasyon ng tao, hindi ko po nilalahat yan. Pero if you get to listen and get to be matamaan ka sa sinasabi ko, try mo lang. There are lots of people willing to help. Pero make the choice also to actually reach out for that help. Diba? So, tulungan lang tayo. I mean, it's masaya yung feeling pag actually naayos mo yung mga problema mo. So, yun. So, yun sa akin. Focus pa rin ako sa NLP, studying it, and sa hypnosis. Ang naging focus ko naman dito sa hypnosis was conversational hypnosis, in where I get to learn more about what words people use, ano yung mga naging effective, And in terms of like the dark side, yun nga, creating doubt, diba? Pwede mo rin gamitin yan in that part eh. Helping people with that. Okay. So next tayo. Okay. Mind systems. Okay. Um, Here's a very, very important thing na impart sa akin ng isa sa mga mentors ko was to look at the mind as like a system. Okay? So parang I get to like break down concepts inside of my head. Bakit nangyari to? It's always a question of why. Kuwari may nangyari na ganito, oy, I feel good. I feel good about this person. Parang ang tagal ko na siyang kilala. Teka lang, that's a good approach. So, bi-breakdown ko ngayon yung process sa utak ko. Teka lang, ano yung ginawa nitong taong to? So that I feel good about this person. Approach ba niya? Meron bang certain na pabango na ginamit niya para I feel good? Meron bang mga words na ginamit talaga para nakapag-build siya ng rapport? Tapos habang pinaprocess ko yung mga questions na yun, natututo ako dun sa mga interactions ko sa mga tao. Right? And here's the thing also, when you get to communicate with the people around you better, you also get more quality information. Okay, mamaya daanan natin yan. Questions, diba? How to ask better questions. Pwede naman natin tirahin na mamaya. Pero yun nga, parang ang katawan natin, hardware, diba? Pero syempre, yung nasa utak natin is software. So kung pwede kang mag-install ng programs, pwede ka rin mag-uninstall ng programs. Right? So pwede pala, no? So if I get to think that way, it's possible. So ngayon, ano yung mga programs na nag-work sa akin? Ay, Ken, meron pala ang nangyayari sa akin kasi sobrang dami ng iniisip ko. Hindi na ako makagalaw eh. Okay, so ibig sabihin, sobrang dami ng programs. Parang cellphone mo, ang daming apps, di ba? Ang bagal na ng processing mo. Bakit? Kasi ang daming naka-open na apps. Right? So, siyempre, ang gagawin namin as coaches is ihiwa-hiwalay natin. Teka lang, ano ba yung mga processes na running? Clarify natin, what are the running processes right now? Para at least alam natin kung ano yung mga pwede natin isaradong mga apps sa utak natin. Itong mga thoughts na to na iba na hindi naman nakakatulong. Tama? So, may mga nangyayari. Most of us have negative self-talk, for example, in where nagsasalita tayo, meron tayong gustong gawin, tapos sinasabi ng sarili mo sa'yo, hindi mo kaya yan. Bukas na lang yan. Oh, bobo. Wag yan, di ba? Tuloy-tuloy. Paulit-ulit lang sa utak mo. There are processes with neurolinguistic programming that could actually help you be more aware on how to manage your negative self-talk. Okay? For some techniques, siguro share ako ng some. They could like, if you were to focus on that negative self-talk right now, pwede mo siyang feel mo lang, saan ba nanggagaling yung boses? Okay? So, pwede mo i-check yan. Saan ba nanggagaling? Sa harap ba? Sa gilid ba? Sa likod? Pwede mo rin i-check yung volume. Malakas ba siya? Mahina? Pwede mo rin i-check. Kaninong boses ba yung naririnig mo? Kasi, weirdly, most of the time, sometimes it's not even your voice that's like talking to you negatively. Okay? May mga instances na boses siya ng nanay, boses siya ng tatay, boses siya ng kaibigan, boses siya ng kapatid. Diba? Once you get to classify that, you could also run it through a process. Pwede mo ngayon dagdagan ng background music. Diba? Pwede mo lagyan ng background music. Ngayon, if that changes the feeling, pwede mo lang hinaan yung volume. Visually, consciously, hinaan mo yung volume and see what works. Pwede mo rin ilipat. Kung nasa right side mo naririnig yung boses, pwede mo ilipat sa left side. Tingnan mo what works, what changes. Right? Very simple tweaks, but very solid and positive results. Right? So, pwede mong gawin yun. Alright? So, with the process ng NLP, you could check out some practitioners in the field, some hypnotherapists to actually work with you, help you with that. Pwede naman siya. So, yun yung naging focus ko dito sa NLP. I get to see things and systems, break it down. Okay, ma-map out ko siya. Teka lang, bakit ganito yung concern ng client ko? Okay. So hahanapin ko yung root. Once I get to know to the root, I get to confirm it. Okay? Most of the time kasi ang nagiging concern natin, hindi natin naka-clarify yung mga bagay. So, eto, punta tayo sa domain. Aking domain. Persuading through the senses. As I said, I'm really fond of like persuasion and like behavior. So napansin ko, uh, to make a person say yes, if I get to influence their senses, mas malakas yung dating. Okay, mas mataas yung chance of like them saying yes to certain things, right? So sige, focus muna tayo sa mga learning styles. So yan. So people, of course, learn through seeing. Some people also learn through hearing, and some people learn through feeling. Okay, so again, we get to communicate. It should be we communicate differently to each type of person. So for example, ito, kausap ko kayo ngayon, 'di ba? Ang nagiging setup ko is different. May mga times na mabilis ako magsalita, moving yung kamay ko, tapos very visual yung movements ng mukha ko. Meron din times na I get to talk using words na see, visualize, imagine, right? Why? Because I'm communicating to the visual part of yourself, or mostly mga visual communicators, right? So iba-iba. May mga times na, kasi here's the thing, sige, isa-isahin ko lang. May mga times na kung auditory yung kausap ko, bakit malapit yung mic sa bibig ko so that I could modulate my voice clearly. Right? Mahirap yung auditory learner ka, pero 'di ba? Yung mga auditory learners, pwede silang hindi nakatingin. One thing na na-notice ko noon, here's my story. My dad was is highly visual. So, nagagalit siya pag hindi ako nakatingin sa kanya pag kinakausap niya ako. Tumingin ka pag kinakausap ka. Auditory ako eh. Hindi ko nakikinig naman ako, pero hindi lang ako nakatingin sa kanya. Tama? Okay, that's how I learn eh. I get to listen. So, yun yung, you gets mo, difference. So, if I get to understand my audience and I'm talking to them with how they learn, mas madali nilang maintindihan yung mga dapat kong ipaliwanag. Diba? So, syempre, yan nga, may mga tao na kinesthetic. Yan yung pangatlo natin. Kinesthetic that focus on feeling. Okay? So, ito yung mga part na I get to communicate with energy. I get to communicate with like feeling. So, pwede kang mag-communicate ng feeling through like the sound of your voice. Diba? Pwede ka mag-communicate. For some people, the call centers, diba? Call center? Yeah, call centers. That when they communicate, nakangiti sila so that the other person on the other line gets to actually feel kung ano yung, diba? Feel na nakangiti yung tao. Alright? So, siguro, tracing a video right now. May video ngayon eh, yung kay Easy Meal, diba? Yung panalo. A lot of people have been like, moved by the video, by the song. Why? Because he communicates charisma. So how do you communicate charisma? So and I learned this from one of my good friends. Sabi niya, ganito, there's a pattern for charisma. And if you get to communicate visually, you get to communicate through auditory and through the feelings, kinesthetic, you create charisma. Sabi ko, wow, that sounds very good. So, one thing is visual. Pam, 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 gumagalaw yung kamay niya, mukha niya, kita mo eh. Ramdam mo eh. So, kahit nakikita mo, nararamdaman mo yung sinasabi niya. Naririnig mo, nararamdaman mo pa rin yung gusto niyang sabihin eh. So, what if, okay, with these understanding, okay, malaki yung naging epekto ng kanta niya sa karamihan ng tao. Breakdown mo lang yung process and what would work for you. So what if you could communicate your feelings through just your words? Diba? Pero importante din yung how you say it eh. Alright? So yun. Itong concept na 'to sa NLP ko 'to natutunan, learning styles. Communicate with like visual people, visual people gets to speak fast, 'di ba? So use hand gestures, 'di ba? To communicate with them. That's why I'm using slides with like strong color so that you could for visual people it gets communicated mabilis. Okay? Pero clarification ko lang, may mga predominant yan sa atin, 'di ba? We're like all visual, all auditory and kinesthetic. Pero meron lang mga predominant. So for quite some time I've been highly auditory, pero as I've gotten to shift to more on visual stuff, napansin ko na I'm shifting to being a highly visual person. So if you were to communicate with me, mas madali yung pinapakitaan mo ako ng videos, ng pictures so that I could get it faster. Alright? So, yun. Nag-shift na ako sa pagiging highly visual. Okay. Pero again, if you have questions or comments, pa-comment na lang dito and I'll do my best to answer it siguro after the show. Naka full screen ako sa slides ko para at least tuloy-tuloy lang ako. Pero I'm very open to questions. If you have some, leave it in the comment section and I'll be glad to actually give you answers for it. Okay. So, applied. Sabi ko nga, ang topic ko is NLP and conversational hypnosis applied. I want you to also notice how I get to present my ideas. Kung ano yung mga words na ginagamit ko and how I say things. Kasi it's, meron din kayo matututunan if you get to watch this again. Right? Okay. So, isa sa mga favorite concepts ko with NLP is what we call mirror and matching. Okay? To put it simply, sabi ko nga kanina fastest way to actually work with people, convince them and build relationships is to actually use their internal representation, their reality with them. Okay? Bakit with them, hindi against them, di ba? Importante yun. Ang laki ng change nun. With them, against them. Laki. So, here's the thing. May kaibigan ako, ang sabi niya, Ken, alam mo, ang daming pwedeng mangyari sa buhay natin and hindi ko alam yung mga dapat kong gawin. Okay? So, main concept niya, hindi ko alam yung dapat kong gawin. I'll just turn it into a question. Sige, pare, ano yung sa tingin mo, alam ko natin na may mga bagay kang quote-unquote hindi mo alam. Pero sa tingin mo, ano yung mga bagay na dapat mong gawin? Or ano yung mga ways na dapat mong isipin para magawa mo yung mga dapat mong gawin. So, I've listened to what the person said and use what they said and turn it into a statement or a question. Pero I've used their words into my question or my statement. For some people, they get to use mirroring and basically may nag-yossi, they want to build more rapport, di ba? May nag-yossi, yossi rin sila, uy, pareho sila nag-yossi, di ba? Something in common, nag-mirror, di ba? For some, they get to use body language, okay, may nagkamot ng baba, you get to see na meron kang rapport sa isang tao because, you know, mirroring is actually built so that you could lead people. So, nagganon ka ng baba, sumunod sa'yo, you get to see kaagad kung sino yung mga tao na meron kang rapport din. Right? Pero sa akin, as a conversational hypnotist, listening is a very, very important skill. Why? Because as working with people, malaman mo yung mga words na important sa kanila, mga mannerisms, I could easily enter their world. Because I'm not influencing using my world, I'm influencing them using their world, their representation, their reality. Right? I got to watch some videos and yeah, very important tong skill na to. Hindi lang listening itong mirroring. Pwede nyo tong i-research sa internet. Ang dami nyo pwede matutunan dyan. Okay. Gestures, very kung titingnan natin, yung hand gestures ay very, very important din. once we get to communicate with the words lang din, di ba? Sabi ko nga very important na nalalaro nyo rin yung hands ninyo. Much so, pwede nyo rin gamitin yung mukha ninyo to actually connect with people. One topic na pwede kong i-share dito is what we call anchoring. Okay? Anchors. This is probably one of the most important techniques that you get to understand when you study neurolinguistic programming. Why? Because here's the thing. How does anchors work? Okay. Ganito yan. So, favorite story ko sa mga friends ko siguro palagi naririnig to. Just one. Tinatanong ko sila palagi, okay, meron ka bang ex-girlfriend, di ba? Or ex-boyfriend? Meron ba kayong theme song? Sabi niya, oh, Ken, meron. Ano yung kanta na yun? Okay, parang, for example, South Border, parang Love of My, ano ba yung kanta na yun? Basta yan, something like that. Tapos, ang nangyari, 10 years from now, nasa jeep ka or nasa mall ka, biglang tumugtog yung kanta. So, what happens? Boom, flashback ka na naman. Flashback na alala mo. Why? Because those memories are anchored to the song. Okay? Minsan, nasa gym ka. You want to be pumped up. Gusto mong, di ba, magkaroon ng extra energy. So, ang nangyari is, you listen to like drum and bass, you listen to techno, you listen to like strong music, rock and roll, di ba? Hardcore, death metal. Di ba? Para at least maramdaman mo yung feeling. Kasi yun yung naka-anchor doon eh. Tama? So ngayon, another application is Ken, nahirapan kasi ako makatulog. Okay. Ano yung ginagawa ko doon? I check the anchors. Ano ba yung anchors na nakakonect sa kama mo? Baka kasi yung kama mo, ginagamit mo as a place to think. Not a place to sleep. So our mind, di ba, processes things with patterns, diba? We learn, our mind creates meanings to things. Baka yung nangyari is your mind is more centered on thinking while nakahiga kaysa dapat nagpapahinga ka doon at tulog ka. So, pwede mo baguhin yun. Okay, I want you to go back, remember kung ano yung best sleeping position mo nung huli kang nakatulog ng mahimbing. Okay, baka pwede mong ulitin yung sleeping position na yun. Pwede mong tingnan kung ano yung resultang pwede mangyari. Right? Or pwede kasi for most people, they've anchored productivity and movement. Alam mo kung saan? Sa kape. So parang pag wala silang kape, ang hirap mag-function. Kasi naka-anchor. They've anchored coffee with actually movement and being awake. Right? So again, anchors, understanding these stuff really is very, very effective. Okay? So, mga advanced na stuff for anchoring is your name. Your name is a very, very strong anchor. Funny, it sounds, pero here's the thing. Tulog ka, tawagin ka ng ibang pangalan. Mark. Pwede kang hindi magising. Pero kung pangalan mo, tinawag, minsan kahit ganun pa lang, konting tawag lang pangalan mo. Kuya, ate, mama. Di ba? Kahit anong bigla ka na nagigising kasi ang lakas ng anchor na yan sa utak mo. So, like, one thing I got to learn with working sa call center before was to manage yung galit ng customer on the other line. And how to do that? Siyempre, tonality. Pero, yung next doon is yung paggamit ng first name nila. Why? Because when you use their first name, catches their attention and it cuts them dun sa process na ginagawa nila. Galit sila, tinawag, Mark, yes, why? Diba? Boom, huli. Diba? Then, tsaka ako nakokontrolin yung situation. So again, this slide, how I use my slides, there's no words to it. I don't, diba? Processing ko niyan is wala, nakatingin lang ako sa slides ko. Pero when I get to see the picture, it already tells me what to say. Kasi I created anchors. That's how I get to present. Creating anchors. And then, yun lang. I go from it. Nothing memorized or anything. Diba? Okay. So, other applications for this one? What you wear. Okay? most people get to invest in like things that make them feel good. That's why you put in money so that you could buy things that make you feel good. Kahit mahal pa siya, kailangan mo siya, you feel good about it, 'di ba? That's it. So sa akin, may mga nagko-consult for like confidence, like something like that, productivity. Okay, I let them create the symbols inside their head with the help of hypnosis. So parang, okay, if you were to think of something that would make you instantly confident, what would that be? Kaya hindi ko alam eh. Okay, if you were to wear something that would make you feel confident, what would that be? Okay. Sa akin nun, nung kasal ko, I wore Superstar. Adidas Superstar. Why? That made me feel relaxed kaysa sa naka-black shoes ako. Hindi ako sanay mag-black shoes eh. Hindi ako sanay mag-black shoes eh. So, ngayon, bakit ko pipilit yung sarili ko na mag-black shoes sa kasal ko when I wanted to be more relaxed because it's a good day for me and my wife. So, suot akong Superstar. That made me feel good the whole day. Right? So, yun yung yung mga simple applications nito. Itong blue na coat. Why? Because it's anchored that, if you get to study color, most people get, focus on the blue color for trust and peace and like calmness and everything. So, bakit blue yung coat ko? Bakit hindi black? Because I'm setting a frame. I'm setting like subconscious communication na parang simple lang. When you get to see this color, it's just relaxing, right? So, yun, may mga factors yun. Bakit hindi ako naka-collared shirt? Bakit ako naka-saktong t-shirt na for this presentation? Why? Because when I want to present, mas importante sa akin that I'm feeling good. I'm feeling at my best self. And how do I attain that? By actually being relaxed about it. By not thinking of what other people would say. Bakit mas importante sa akin? What I feel and what I think about myself and how I get to present these ideas to you guys. So yun. So next slide. Ayos ba? Teka. 8:42. Ayan, it's just checking. Uy, Abby, yeah, always add value to yourself. Yan. Pwede ka rin I used anchors then to actually yung mga taglines sa branding mo. Dati, yan, always add value to yourself. Parang yun yung sinasabi ko na, my name is Ken-Ken Somera and remember, always add value to yourself. Okay. Tapos, yung isa pa, yung Ken Thoughts, di ba? Ginawa ko rin yun. Anchor din yun. Ken Thought, di ba? Ken Thoughts. Tapos, ngayon, parang, my name is Ken-Ken Somera and these are my thoughts. So, parang, inayos ko na siya using some processing ng conversational hypnosis din. Okay. So, I want to focus on embedded commands. Okay? So, forward ako isang slide. Here's the thing. One story that I would love to share na siguro sa mga nandito sa Manila when nung panahon ng election, di ba? Not comparing anyone, pero syempre nakita ko lang siya. I saw this billboard sa Makati and nakasulat, be nice. So parang that caught my attention. Sabi ko, wow, ang ganda nito, ng embedded nito, subliminal. Bakit? Kasi pag inisip ko ng maigi, be nice, Makati, di ba? Be nice. Sabi ko, wow, mind blown ako to the point na hinanap ko talaga siya, di ba? Ito, meron tayong picture nito dito. Di ba? So, sobrang solid ng pagka-embed niya kasi karabihan ng tao, hindi napansin yun. Nabina, it's a campaign. Diba? So, it happens. I mean, for people in like Disney or like they get to embed stuff in their drawings, diba? May mga meanings na ganito. So, yun, pwede nyo i-explore yun because on a day-to-day basis, hypnosis. There are loads of things that grab our attention and bypass our conscious mind. And at the end of the day, everywhere we look is suggestion. Ang daming suggestions na nandyan. We get to choose what suggestions we actually allow. Diba? What we actually believe. Yun. When you get more control about yourself and your perception, mas magkakaroon ka ng dun. Mas mapipili mo kung ano yung paniniwalaan mo sa hindi. Diba? Kaya nga, ang dami fake news eh. Diba? Maganda pa niyan sa fake news, they use negativity to actually catch your attention. Diba? This is not the, okay, mga ganun-ganun yung mga headline, tapos parang huling-huli ka doon, no? Bam! Pagka-click mo, boom, suggestion. Tama. Tapos naniniwala ka na, fake news, until meron magpakita sa'yo ng real news. Ang tama, may facts and everything. Right? So, okay, I want to focus on this topic muna, which is what I call highlighting. When I get to speak, pansinin ninyo, hindi ako tuloy-tuloy. Meron mga times na magsasalita ako tuloy-tuloy, dire-diretso. Pero meron mga times na kailangan kong ihinto at mag-focus sa mga certain na mga words at mga bagay-bagay, mga insight. Tama ba? So, sabi ko nga watch the video again. You get to see how I get to speak. Ano yung mga hina-highlight kong words. Because when you get to like talk to people, you could embed suggestion within just your normal speaking tone or yung normal message na gusto mong i-deliver. Tama? Pansinin ninyo, kikinig ka ng radyo ngayon, most advertisers are more focused on hindi the hard sell. Yung parang, oy guys, bili na kayo ng ganito, ng blah, blah, blah. Hindi na eh. They get to focus on, uy, alam mo ba, kausap ko yung kaibigan ko nung isang araw tapos may binili siya na effective na gamot. Tapos ngayon, pumos ka. Nag-antay ngayon. Anong gamot yun? Okay. Na-research ko. Ano daw yun eh? Blah, 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 medicine eh. Ganun ba? Sige nga, tingnan ko nga yan. Tama, gets mo? Subliminal lang. Pero na-deliver mo yung marketing mo, na-deliver mo yung message na maging interesado siya. Kasi yun yung goal mo. Hanapin niya yung gamot at tingnan niya kung effective sa kanya. Pero you didn't actually push the sale. You actually just, embedded the idea, embedded the suggestion inside, and then they processed it, and they came up with the idea na kailangan kong hanapin kung ano yan. Diba? Kaya, I mean, very fun. I'm still having fun working with these concepts because, it will forever be change. It will always be changing. Tapos, I get to like work with some guys in the field that create doubt to people. Sometimes when you're very, very sure about something, parang galit ako eh. Diba? Parang galit na galit ka. Minsan, alam mo, may isang process akong ginawa para matanggal yung galit ng tao. Alam mo, sinabi ko lang, sigurado ka bang galit ka? Sabi niya, oo, galit ako, Ken. Ulitin mo nga sa utak mo yun, sigurado ka bang galit ka? Oo, galit ako. Dahan-dahan mo nga baba. Why? Because I'm creating doubt inside of his head. Kung galit ba siya talaga? Oo, galit ako eh. Are you sure na galit ka? Oo, sure ako. What makes you sure na galit ka? Tapos biglang nawalan siya ng ng sagot kung bakit siya galit. Kasi ganito eh. So bakit paano mo nasasabing galit ka? Sige na nga, hindi na ako galit. Diba? Kasi yun nga eh, it's an emotion that they get to work with. So, parang siya sa heightened state ng emotion na galit siya. So dahan-dahan ko lang break down hanggang sa nawala na yung galit niya. Kasi I was inserting logic into him. Tama? Usually pag emotional high ka, nawawalan ka ng logic. Kaya most of the people pag sobrang in love, di ba? Nawawalan ng logic. Kaya wala yan. Di ba? Hindi. Mahal ko siya eh. Hindi mo wala magagawa eh. Nandun siya sa emotional high niya eh. Right? Okay. So, embedded commands. You could work with it. Other concepts ng dahil pala natin comments, no? Sige. Kape. Hey, Julian. Hey, Strix. Yeah. What's up? Yan. Abby, yeah, what's up? So, yan. Pag may mga questions kayo, again, feel free to comment in and I'll be glad, of course, to answer your questions after this one. Alright, so balik ako, pag-usapan natin, pattern interrupts. Okay, I think I've been like really, parang innate na sa akin maging isang pattern interrupt. So I get to see like trainers in the field, di ba? Siyempre, ang gagaling yung mga trainers. Pero sabi ko, what would make me different? What would make me stand out, di ba? So, tanggalin natin yung ano, ako sa akin, hindi ako, mas gusto ko yung ganitong usapan, parang magkaibigan tayo, di ba? Feeling ko kasi mas bilis yun eh. I don't play much with authority na parang, oh hey, okay, so here's the topic for today. Di ba? It works for some, pero I do think sa akin, sa personality ko, hindi eh. Mas gusto ko yung boom, boom, bato, bato, ganito, value, tara, tara, game, pag-usapan natin to. So, yun lang ako mula nung simula natin kanina. Wala lang. I'm just love being myself. So, yun yung pattern interrupt ko. When you easily get the attention of like people, pag you're being different or you're not deviant ka. Parang attack on Titan, di ba? Parang bigla, ikaw yung naiiba. Diba? Pero application ko ng pattern interrupt, this really works for like some therapy sessions that we've done. May times na nag-iisip siya o biiyak siya, di ba? Kaya hindi ko na alam eh. Anong gagawin ko eh? Sige nga, ano yung cellphone number mo backwards kung masasabi mo? Ha? Ano? So ngayon, yung nandun siya sa moment na umiiyak siya at di niya alam yung gagawin niya, nagbato ko isang sobrang random na question na kailangan niyang i-process out of the blue. Okay? Ito yung masaya dun eh. Pag tinanong ka, yung utak mo automatically nag-aanap ng sagot. Diba? So ngayon nag-iisip siya, ano ba yung cellphone number ko backwards? Tapos hindi niya, ba't mo ba ako tinanong ng ganun? O sige, nag-iisip ka pa ba ngayon ng marami? Na-pull out ko na siya eh. Na-break yung state niya eh. With just one question. And these concepts can be applied to a lot of things. Nag-aaway kayo, biglang may nabasag na plato. Nag-aaway kayo, bigla kang magpatawa, biglang may umutot, di ba? Di ba? Galit siya. At bigla, wala yung galit niya. Right? That's a pattern interrupt. A genuine pattern interrupt. So you could work with these concepts and actually use it in your day-to-day conversation. Day-to-day, if it helps you create better relationships or diba? Use it. Yun. So tonality. I have a couple of minutes left. Sige, I'll get to work with it. Sige. So tonality, here's the thing. Confidence. Most of the time, you could easily communicate confidence with how you sound. Yung karamihan, ang tono nila pataas, yung inflection. So parang every time pupunta tayo doon, pataas, patanong. It sounds like a question and sometimes it get to like sound that you're unsure of things, right? So ngayon, practicein natin yung inflection mo ay straight lang so that it sounds like a statement or downward so that it sounds like a command. Pupunta tayo doon. Punta tayo doon. Flat. Punta tayo doon. Downward. It's a command. Right? So, work with how you sound and actually change how you communicate. Go with more commanding, more persuasive. Like, work with authority. Yep. If you want to work with it, do like coaching for this one. So, let me know. So that we could work things out. Next is communication. Most people get to know about this already. Pero here's the thing. I want to focus on one thing here. Okay, sabi nila, syempre, 55% body language. Diba? What's communicated visually. Next is, parang NLP, diba? Auditory, diba? Kinesthetic, etc. 55% body language. 38% tone of voice. 7% words. How do we communicate nowadays? Ba? Nowadays? Yeah. Right. So, here's the thing. Most of the time, wala nang video. Hindi na tayo magkaharap. Tama? May mga calls. Sige, sabihin na natin. So, kung hindi tayo magkaharap, ang 100% ay itong words tsaka yung audio pag magkausap sa phone. Pero ang main communication natin ngayon ay text messaging, email, di ba? Yung mga WhatsApp, di ba? Alright. So, the 7% is now the 100%. That's why I was really focused on like learning this. Why? Because it's the 100% right now. How do you phrase words? How do you control attention with just your words? What's why copywriters are very good. Susulat sila. They get your attention. Ano yung mga nakakapital? Bakit pag ganun? Pag may nagsulat ng ganito, nakakapital, parang sumisigaw. Tama. You could easily put in suggestions also on those. Pag may nag-okay sa'yo, that, ramdam mo na parang meron holding back. Tama. Kasi yun na nga eh. We put meaning to the words also. We put meaning to it. So you could use those understanding to actually communicate better and communicate your emotions through that. Meron kang gustong i-highlight, kapitalan mo. May gusto ka i-highlight, lagyan mo ng quote and quote. May gusto ka i-highlight, lagyan mo ng underline. Gusto mo i-highlight, lagyan mo ng bold. Bold mo. Bold mo na bago italic. Di ba? Ayun mo na. So, yun. So, words have power. So, choose your words. Again, focus on changing. Yun nga, sabi nga ng isang mentor ko, change your words, change worlds. Change words, change worlds. Right? Very effective. So, communicate better by using the right words, yung words na maiintindihan nila. Again, when we get to communicate, most of the time we get to communicate on our level of understanding of things. That's why sometimes other people don't get to like understand it quickly. But if we shift how we talk and talk in a way that we're speaking on their level of understanding and get to explain it clearly, a lot of things may change. So, ayun, yan, siyempre, yeah, Brian Tracy, yeah, to earn more, you must learn more. I do 100% agree. Why? Because I'm not, yeah, tulad yan, sinasabi ko, I haven't stopped learning. It's really continuous. I'm learning with friends, co-trainers in the field, co-coaches. Very happy. Why? Because they're not stopping also. They're continuously evolving and growing themselves. Right? So, yeah, for people who want to be to learn more about conversational hypnosis and neurolinguistic programming concepts applied, of course, in sales, marketing, people management, and therapy. Here's Hypnotic Communication. This would be a 5-day masterclass with Luigi Manyosa and Dr. Strix Toledo, who are fellow conversational hypnotherapists and practitioners also. We're going to focus on the words that we've used for the how many years, scripts, and of course, hypnotic language patterns. Explain namin how this works, what builds confidence, what creates doubt, or other stuff. Mga frameworks, discuss namin 5 days yan na talagang gera yan. Tuturo na namin lahat on the 5 days. So let me know, message me up if you're interested. And I'll be talking with some of the very good speakers with Arriva Academy. My topic would be persuasive sales. And next, this would be around February 18. Yep. Pero itong Hypnocom, yan, February 5 to. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yan, nandun yan. Message me up. NLP, get certified, become a certified NLP practitioner if you want to learn more and become talaga a certified practitioner. Yeah, message me so that I could connect you with the organizers for this event. And ayun, create better relationships. How? Well, I've created a PDF file that has like some of the best phrases, words, statements that I've been using throughout the years. It's free. So if you get to message me here on Facebook, go to my page, Ken-Ken Somera. Yeah, message lang kayo doon. Or dito sa Bounce Back, I'm always active posting some FB lives here also. Ano, message lang kayo so that I could I could send you the PDF file, and that would actually help you add more vocabulary to your day-to-day communication. So again, yeah, my name is Ken-Ken Somera, and yeah, always add value to yourself. Sabi nga. So ayan. Yeah, this has been NLP and Conversational Hypnosis Applied. And sakto. Grabe. Sakto ako. So yun, thank you so much. And sa mga partners natin, corporate partners natin, cheers. Yeah.
SMEs are the backbone of the Philippine economy. Unionbank has laid down the groundwork for creating an ecosystem helping businesses through an integrated user experience connecting key stakeholders in the ecosystem. SMEs can now have immediate access to financial service providers, points of sale or POS, accounting, inventory, human resources, tax and payroll services, supply chain management, and providing business communities and engagement in B2B and B2C marketplaces. In building that ecosystem, Unionbank Globallinker was born. It's an online platform with social networking capabilities that help SMEs manage and grow their businesses. On their first year of launch, they already have 33,000 SMEs signed up in the platform. Their promise: to become a one-stop hub for business owners. 4 pillars. Network with potential partners and suppliers from a global network of SMEs. Engage with thought leaders and create your own topics for discussion. Avail exclusive deals and offers from business solutions that will help aid an SME's business. Create a DIY e-commerce shop, linker.store.
I think one major role that Globallinker plays is its ability to create a digital platform that, for business growth, is a huge help because it provides for an avenue where businesses can interact, learn, and at the same time expand their networks.
Well, as a social media platform, Globallinker helps build the community of SMEs and link them to the right markets, suppliers, financiers, and advisors.
I've actually established a contact in Philippines who is interested in my product, and we are working on ways how we can do that. So hopefully, it materializes.
The future of the SME sector in the Philippines is endless. With fintech, business growth can accelerate by breaking down barriers, setting up important connections, and moving daily activities. Success is definite. It's just waiting to happen. The growth of SME filters to all levels of the Philippine society. This sector employs more than 60% of Filipinos. So many lives will be transformed with the success of SMEs. Unionbank Globallinker will be there to make it happen.